How's it going, everybody? My name is TheOutkastAzzain, and welcome back to Call of 2 Cthulhu. Now, it's been a while since I played this. Shoot, it might be a year since I played this. But I still have the same file from where I last streamed it. And I didn't even stream it, I did videos. This was back when I was just trying to upload videos because I didn't have internet, couldn't get internet, and I was just trying to do what I can. Good. But I'm gonna get back into madness. Wanted to get back into this one. I've already beaten the game and did it one way, so I'm gonna beat the game again. Do it the way I wanted to show on stream. Pearson, Officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm in the asylum. So, like, I'm in the asylum. Alright, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the other way anyway. I was very pleased with the so-called good ending. Now I'll be more pleased with this, the one I'm going for here. Overall, not 100% impressed with the game. I'd give it a 6. Glad I only paid $10 for it, so certainly wouldn't pay any more than that. It's not a long game. It's a good game. Trying to speed run it. Alright, I'm in the asylum. Let's get out of here. He's just walking.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Who's laughing? Who got a case of the chuckle bucks? You? Oh, don't go in there.
Poor wretch.
Oh, he's laughing. It's like one of the fishermen from the docks.
I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, what is it?
Hey, Echo.
No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
And to answer your question, Wolf, do not Doom Eternal, great game. Story's good, good game. Don't go Rage 2. Rage 2 is not that great. Rainbow Six Siege is online only. You can't do online. Red Dead 2, amazing game. Definite winner. And so I would go with either Doom, Red Dead 2, or Breakpoint. I love Breakpoint. It's a great army game. If you're into cowboys and stuff like that, go with Red Dead. And if you just want to shoot a lot of demons and reckless abandonment, Doom Eternal is the way to go. To answer your question.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
Alright, I gotta do this.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us to...
Good God. What could this machine be used for? The corpse is complete. Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Who knows? Couldn't tell you.
Have I activated anything? It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
What is this?
What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate worse and worse.
Yeah, it's not good.
Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Well, Sarah Hawkins. All these clues and stuff mean absolutely nothing.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods.
Yeah, they're all just to add to the ambience.
Dementia, self-inflicted wounds. Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising. It's done. Now for the others.
Ever so quiet as a mouse. Ooh, where did he go?
Or 5. Just got a few days to go. Yeah, that's it. 4 days at most. No more.
I don't know. Oh.
Stop. He does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see him. I do not hear him. He does not call. He does not call.
He does not call it.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. His wings rise and crash, leaving behind them only trail of white, nourishing foam. He is my master. He enters me. Yes, 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 yes.
All right, buddy. Think you might want to take it down a couple notches.
Yeah, you there. Come here.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep. You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
I'll find you
What's the
some
deal?
pills.
I'll find you some
Go
sleeping
look in
pills.
the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Okay.
Control wheel to mount on a plumbing system. Locked.
Interesting, interesting. My doggo has spoken. The mighty Gary. Gary, chill. Oh. Yeek.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine F. There's no such thing. They've created derivatives of all common medicines. My new friend's sleeping pills.
An object here. Who knows where.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape. The door is blocked on the other side.
It's fine, it's fine. What am I looking for here? Arrgh, it's here somewhere. Just don't know where. Just rolls and rolls of bandages. Crazy balls and stuff like that. Nothing really over here on this shelf, so... Aha! Interesting. Last time there was somebody that roamed the kitchen. Some cards. Ooh. Yep, you just keep right on whistling, Budro.
I've got what you want.
There you go.
Show me!
There. And remember, I don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make 'em...
What carnage.
Oh my. Oh my. So many dead bodies and limbs that don't go to these bodies. Look, there's like 3 hands in here. There's 3 and 4 arms in there. What the crap are these people doing? What are you doing? What does it mean? Breakpoint is not online only. I play it offline. I've been playing it offline, but yeah, they're very similar. Breakpoint's a bit smoother in controls, but they're very similar. If you've seen my videos on Breakpoint,
Theoretically,
that's
we've
Wildlands.
got one
A lot of
more
people debate that
push.
Wildlands is the better game. I don't know. So yeah, if they say Wildlands is offline, get that.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
One more.
You'll find. Let's calm down. Dear Francis, invaluable information for my research. What? If you don't tell me, he will. My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
All the levers are activated. The door is blocked on the other side.
Move.
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
Pincers?
Now for the next step. This lever must turn on the gas machine. The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway. This valve controls the pressure.
Memo. Stay.
There.
Hi. Did not expect to see y'all. Come on. Damn.
This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Great.
I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Hey, who are you? So we're going into a cutscene. Francis Sanders.
Is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. Mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're
What did they do to you?
I heard you from myself. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only.
The legendary.
The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on inside?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Oh, what's going on?
No!
Sanders!
Oh, shit. Oh!
What the hell?
What is going on? Oh! Oh! Oh!
I gotta... Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
I don't know, but I'm not sticking around to find out. Or that goddamn gas.
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later.
Bradley?
We need to move on.
Bradley? Oh! Ooh!
Who goes there?
What was that?
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
No drinks. We do this sober. The next time, I'll be super drunk.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
I feel
How's our
fine.
fugitive? Dr. Fuller?
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us, what happened?
I heard you talking.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion, you don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
the rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Interesting.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father is to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla.
Of course
He
he was.
founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
2 families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject to the experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
They knew things.
I met a Francis Sanders. You know him.
Of course,
Lots
he's a
of talking.
patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain.
Something tore him the
Mr.
shoulder.
Sanders died.
I didn't see what. But something was there with us.
He called it the Shambler.
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find
true.
a link between her husband's death
Rather be mad
and Sarah Hawkins.
than ignorant.
Don't end up in the hospital.
Yeah, let's stop talking. And get moving. The only option is to leave. Oh, that was a short chapter. There's only 14 chapters in the game, so we'll see how far I get in this. If I get far enough, I may just decide to finish it. Some of these I guess some of these chapters are super short. Blow right through them. We'll see how it goes. If not, I should be able to beat it in like 2 hits. If I'm being honest. Knock, knock, knock.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders? I'm a private detective.
I got peanut butter in my mouth. That's why I can't open my mouth all the way when I talk to you.
Can I come in?
You may.
Nice bowl cut.
However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
Yes, I'm very aware of it.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Oh, well, hello,
Well,
kitty kitty.
Look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
I have to tell you everything.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
When I was in the
Yesterday.
asylum.
I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
You must not.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Dock 1. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You, too, would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your
speak to
husband
you or
talk to you
Shambler?
about Sarah Hawkins' visit? Shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Please
Thank
do.
you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Thank you for your time and patronage.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Reconstruction scene, psychology.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Quite possibly.
Xander's accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
What she unleashed on the world.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Doubtful.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Oh.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Man, rip his eyes out. Yay, more shit on medicine. Get that up.
Did she really care for him after all?
Fuck.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should have to, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. It's inside my head. I see him. Behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
Oh.
I can't think anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Will I read the book? Yeah. Malleus Bestiarium. Occultism is my specialty.
I could use one of those.
No sleeping pills. I'm just racking up on sleeping pills. On the whale and the cod.
Strange.
Nope.
For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with an old diary.
Diary of the pastor's wife. Busted. I'll take that key.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext? The body language? I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, you're just bundle of joy. Well, if you don't mind, I've got some of these.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Ancient. There it is.
The public entrance to the gallery.
There are some horrifying pictures.
Why was he so interested in old weapons? Why was he so interested in old weapons? The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
There it is. A being of madness. It's here. It's going out the painting, bro. I think I didn't look at it.
What the hell was that? Damn. This thing looks different.
Yes!
What's the matter with you?
What? Talk about a freak out.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
That painting was cursed.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Friendly.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. Oh, Algernon might be in trouble.
Where's the bookseller? Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Facts.
An old diary.
Another diary of this dude's wife. Oh, got another book. Sorry about the silence.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Oh, I'm learning so much. Yes, I will read the book.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
That's the kind of knowledge I'm looking for. Oh, bookkeeper.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
No, so I picked it up.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
The window.
Blood. Seemed like amateur work.
Most certainly was.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. To whom does this footprint belong? What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
The elder sign. That symbol contains too much knowledge.
What the? Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Everything is connected to everything.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet? Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Alright, right. Hold on, I have to, I remember to take a picture of the code when I got it right. It's not easy. 5, 3, 9. Open sesame. knowledge. Knowledge of what is true and what is real. Chapter 8. Riverside Institute. I'm actually going to end this stream right here. And, I'll do my best to finish it. Another video or two. I just wanted to get something out. I've been down for a while. I might do something a bit later on, something a little different. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace be with you.